Hello, so if you have seen my last couple of videos, you'll know that I have been cleaning out my watch later list, which has a lot of tag videos that I saved because I wanted to do the tags. And I'm pretty sure this is the last one. That I had queued up. This is the Shakespeare Book Tag. What I've got queued up is the channels that I saw that did the tag. Like before, I'm just cleaning this out. I'm sorry, I can't be fussed to link and type a bunch of stuff in the bottom. I can't be bothered, don't judge me. So I'm going to tell you. So the channels that I saw that did this tag are Amy Sterling, Hooked on Books, Crescent Moon Reads, Tell Her a Story, which is all one word, and Hardback Hoarder, which I think is also one word. And Amy Sterling posted the questions in her description box. So I'm just going to go off of that. So question 1 is, Much Ado About Nothing, your favorite bickering couple whom everyone knows really care about each other. Can be romantic relationship or friendship. Okay, so if you guys don't know me, I'm a total Shakespeare nerd, which is why I want to do this tag. And this is an absolute cheat, but I can't help it. My favorite couple like that is Beatrice and Benedict. It just is. Much Ado is one of my favorite plays, favorite things to read, period. And I absolutely love Beatrice and Benedict. Like, so much. And probably my favorite performance that I've seen is the David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Much Ado About Nothing. David Tennant as Benedict, Catherine Tate as Beatrice. If you have not watched it, go watch it, especially if you're a Whovian. It is just perfect. So it's not an intentional cheat, it's just true. Question 2 is Measure for Measure, which is one I have not read. A book whose plot or genre is really hard to explain to other people. Books where it's an amalgamation of a bunch of things. Okay, so this isn't a book, but I'll get to a book. I'm playing the video game Otherworld right now, and I'm kind of describing it as Fallout mixed with a bit of Firefly nerdiness, mixed with the corporate structure, planet structure of Murderbot, and I mixed it with something else too, but I don't remember what. So those kinds of books, those are the ones that are really hard to explain. So off the top of my head, I read Leviathan Wakes kind of recently, and it was really similar. The best way I could describe it was like, it's kind of got a feel of Neuromancer, but then it's out in space, and then it kind of feels like Star Trek in a way, but not really. And then there's bits of this and bits of that, and it's just really hard to explain, but it was really good. And I've got the second book, and I need to read that. Question 3, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Your favorite book featuring fairies or elves? Ooh. Probably either the Aragon series or anything Fae written by Holly Black that I've read. I haven't read all of her books yet. I'm still a little bit behind. But I've read a lot of her books. She writes a lot of Fae books. Including, what are they called? The Spiderwick Chronicles. I love her Fae books, the ones that I've read. I have a feeling I'll like a lot of the ones I haven't read yet. But I would pick her books for Fae, and then probably the Aragon series for elves. I know Aragon series, Inheritance Cycle, whatever it's called, is a little bit controversial, and that a lot of people say that it's just, Lord of the Rings rewritten or something, however people phrase that. I haven't read Lord of the Rings yet. I haven't read it. I'm getting there. I tried to read it in high school and got about 2 pages into the first book and just couldn't. But that was like 10 years ago. That was high school. So I'm going to try it again. I just haven't got there yet because y'all know what my reading piles are like. I actually have my mom's box set from when she was younger. But I'm of the opinion that any fantasy written after Lord of the Rings has at least some inspiration, even if it's heavily inspired, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I do like the inheritance cycle a lot. So I'll pick that one for elves. Well, and then also Midsummer, of course, because I absolutely love Midsummer as well. It's another one of my favorite Shakespeare's. Question 4 is Hamlet, which is another one of my favorite Shakespeare's. An underutilized female character. Oh my. Okay, so I'm not done. I'm not caught up with the Dresden Files series. I think I'm on book 7 or 8. But as far as I am in that, I would say Karen Murphy in that series. But she's getting improvement, and I've heard that like it gets even better, so that may be inaccurate after where I'm at, but to where I'm at. Ophelia from Hamlet, obviously. I want to say Lady Macbeth from Macbeth, but that's not really accurate. Going through the books on my shelves. Yeah. Probably Karen Murphy, as far as I am in Dresden Files. Question 5, the sonnets. Choose your favorite poem. Okay, I'm not a big poetry person. Y'all are gonna hate me. I really do love Shakespeare. Let's see, it's sonnet number... Let me look this up real quick. I've got my computer in front of me. Sonnet 130 is probably my favorite poem. Yes, I know. But I'm not a big poetry person, and I love Shakespeare. Question 6, Richard 3. A protagonist willing to do anything to get what they want. Oh. Ooh. A protagonist, not an antagonist. I don't know. Because a lot of the books that I like a lot are like, they'll do almost anything. They'll do, they'll have a line that they won't cross, which is what makes them good people. Maybe Hamlet? I'm such a Shakespeare nerd. Maybe Hamlet. Maybe. That's all I can think of. Question 7. Antony and Cleopatra. Your favorite trope / bookish buzzword / historical figure / etc. for which you still haven't found that perfect book. Okay. For which you still haven't found that perfect book. Oh, Well, I love Shakespeare retellings, reimaginings, and adjacent, like, even if it's just the title, books. So maybe one of those that's like a retelling or a reimagining of Hamlet. Now, I do have a couple on my list and on my shelf that I haven't read yet, so it could be in there. But I would like a really good Hamlet one. I know Dot Hutchison has written one, and I really need to order that and read it. So yeah, I'll say that. Question 8 is Titus Andronicus, a lesser known work by a popular author, one which you want more people to read. Okay, I have a really good lesser known work, but not by a popular author. Maybe some of Holly Black's older, like the Spiderwick Chronicles. I mean, that was kind of big, but it was never huge. And then there's also the Iron Fae trilogy, which I think is set in the same world as Wicked King, honestly. But some of her older Fae books, possibly. Yeah, I read a lot, so I'm trying to think of popular authors that I read that much of, you know? I'm gonna go with that. Question 9, King Lear, a complex female villain or anti-hero? Oh. Well, there's Queen Mab in the Dresden Files. There's I'm gonna go with that. Question 10, Taming of the Shrew. Choose 2 polarizing books, one you loved and one you hated. Do you mean polarizing like unpopular opinion, or polarizing like here's one I loved and here's one I hated? See, what's a book that I love the Inheritance Cycle, and a lot of people don't really like that. And then one I hated. Okay, so I love H.G. Wells, but I can't get through War of the Worlds. I have tried like 3 times, and I've DNF'd it every single time. And I watched the movie of it, and I realized why I don't like it. It's because nothing happens, and it's absolutely pointless. But I am going to read that book one of these days. I don't see myself liking it, because I like a lot of his books, but I don't like that one. Gonna go with that. Okay, and then question 11 is give me your hands if we be friends. Tag some people. If you don't know, that is Puck's ending monologue from Midsummer. Think but this and all be mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. and blah blah blah, and give me your hands if we be friends, and we shall make amends, or something like that. I did have it memorized at one point, but I had to do it for a class. Tagging people. I don't have friends, people. Why do you think I post on the internet? Any of y'all that want to do this, if my and Alex's friend Ryan with the cat, you know who you are, is watching this, then I'm tagging you. If any of my real life friends are watching this and have YouTube channels, then I tag you. Yes. Okay. I just realized my pillowcase has come off of my pillow and I've been sitting like this for like 15 minutes. I'm gonna go fix that. That's all of this tag. This one was actually really fun. I like this one a lot better than I like some of the other ones that I've been doing lately. So, what did you guys think? Did you like this? Are you glad that I'm done with tags for a while? Are you going to do it? If you do, give me a link to your video because I want to watch it. Questions, comments, opinions, let me know down below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully, I'll have a normal for me video up for you at some point, soonish. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.